Good morning, everyone. So, just another day. We're not going to spend much time here in Idaho, actually. We're going to go ahead and keep on going to get to Seattle. We want to get up to that part and start working our way down south before the weather gets too bad. So, we figure if we get there a few days ahead of schedule, because we end up skipping the whole Yellowstone and Glacier Park and all that stuff, we're going to just go ahead and cut over to Seattle and start working down. We'll get a little head start on that. It's still in the 60s during the day. We're going to go ahead and skip Mount Rainier. It's around 11 to 20 degrees in the daytime. So we're going to stay down out of the mountains. We probably aren't going to make it to Yosemite either. If it's that kind of temperatures, we'll see. If it's in the 30s or 40s, that's one thing, but if it's in the 10s and 20s, that's a bit much. Not enjoyable. You know, it's a little too cold. We're actually about 9 hours from Seattle. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that all in one day. Probably going to take 2 days more to get there. So probably not a whole lot going on in the next day or so, except driving. So we'll see how things go. Interesting fact, something we learned when we went to New York last year, that we went through New Jersey, that it's full service there. And so as I was coming up here, getting gas here in Oregon, and it's full service here. I guess there's some places it's not full service, but for the most part, I guess it is. So 2 states in the United States that actually have full service and kind of require it, Oregon and New Jersey. So that's interesting to know. We took a little detour to get something to eat at, you probably can't see it, it's a bracelet. It says Burger Bob's, not Bob's Burger. Burger Bob's.
Why
Baker's.
is it a bracelet?
Well, isn't that what that is?
Did you buy it?
No, he gave it to us.
Oh.
They have different colors, but this one actually says Baker City, Oregon on it. So Burger Bob's, not Bob's Burger, Baker City, Oregon. So, yeah, that's kind of fun. And Robin is very picky, so if she likes this, that means it's really good. Is it meh or is it yeah?
It's good.
It's good? Like exceptional good? Like,
I don't know.
Robin!
I literally just took one bite.
Oh, I like with the bun. Onion bun or something. It's nice. And man, these are really good fries. These are really good fries.
Highlighted route.
I mean, they're just normal fries, but they taste really good.
Right salt to fry ratio.
Everything's about ratio to you today.
Mm-hmm. Burger was really good too.
Crispito's really good.
You like it? Now, is that the chicken or the apple one?
Chicken.
These
Chicken
fries
and
are
cheese.
amazing. Definitely check out Burger Bob's. And where were we?
Baker?
Baker, Oregon. Definitely check it out. I think you'll like it.
Check it out.
Check 1, 2. Check.
Check.
It's cold.
Okay, explain your frustrations, John.
Is it on? Is it
Yes.
recording? So today I noticed when getting out of the camper that the screws are definitely working up along that entire steps. So the steps have to be fixed, or the whole wafer board floor will be just destroyed. Because it was designed wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I called about, as you know, we try to get warranty done, taking care of some stuff in Colorado regarding the toilet, and no one was available to do the work, even though there's Rockwood dealers out there. we were going to be in Seattle for a few days, we thought, so I'd call ahead to them and see if anybody was available to deal with the step issue, because that's something I don't feel I should have to MacGyver and come up with a solution for, considering what it is. It should have been done completely different. But it's not going to happen because you can't get warranty work. Basically what the dealer said was, we are backed up trying to take care of our own customers' warranty issues, that we're not taking anybody that's not our customers. As I mentioned in a video a while back, that little detail you find out after you buy your camper is that basically the warranty is no good except at your dealer you bought it from. So we've got a camper that we are now 3,000 miles away from where we started, that we can't get fixed, even if we had the time to get it fixed, because no one will work on it, because the company makes so much garbage that they can't even keep up maintaining their own customers as it is. So I've now got to come up with a solution, a viable long-term solution to fix the steps on this camper before we go any further. So here I am once again having to stop and do a repair on a brand new $23,000 camper from a quality manufacturer. Do not buy Rockwood. Do not buy Rockwood. Do not buy Forest River. You'd be better off buying a used camper if you can pull it. The only reason we didn't look at used is because of the weight, but honestly, get a used camper
And just get a truck.
and just don't buy Rockwood at any cost. They have a terrible product. It's garbage, and you will regret every moment of it unless you plans on using that camper maybe once a year. Then you maybe won't notice an issue. But otherwise, do not buy it. Period. These are problems that should have never happened. It's bad engineering. It's just bad. It's don't do it. It's just bad. No, I'm trying to warn them.
I know.
Let's look at it right here, and you'll see. As I mentioned, this one I can actually, you can already see it basically isn't all the way down. It's already working up on its own, and it was basically stripped. But like these two were stripped. A couple of these are good, and I think one other one is stripped. But you can already start to see it. You can already see that it's coming up. They basically use the same screws they use for everything else in this camper, which look like number 8 sheet metal screws. I went ahead and got some number 12 sheet metal screws, and then I also have some JB Weld. If this doesn't work, all that you can do is drill all the way through, cut the insulation on the bottom, run bolts through with nice big size washers. But we'll try this first, and hopefully it'll work. I've never used this stuff, but I'm going to give that a shot. I'll put that all over the screws and then run the screws into the holes, these bigger number 12 screws instead of number 8. Well, it kind of works. It is literally just the wafer board floor. I went in and got screws the exact same length, just number 12s. And I think liquid nail actually would have worked even better. I really like liquid nail. I think that would have worked better than that JB Weld stuff, but I puttied it with that JB Weld stuff. Only go snug, don't go tight. That's what I think they did on all this. I think they used power tools, ran the screws in so tight that they just stripped everything out, because it literally is just wafer board. So it's not structural. This kind of step should not be bolted to that. This is probably not going to hold very long any more than what they did. It really should have bolts going all the way through with giant washers, or actually a whole metal strip matching that same surface on the opposite side, that, you know, so it's got an actual something substantial that it's bolted to. And they didn't design it that way because they're idiots. Anyway, needless to say, stay away from steps like this on any trailer. Stay away from any trailer that has a Series 300 Dometic toilet. If they got that, and if they have steps like this,
then you know it's a lemon right off the bat. You know it's a bad design. You know the company's ran by idiots, and go to a different company. Just immediately rule the camper out. Period. So that might help and hold a little better. We'll just see what happens. I'm sure it'll have to be done something with better in the future. All right, so we're here about 2 hours from Seattle, Flying J. I decided to pick up more out of the off the beaten path. I mean, it's on the highway going there, but not in a bigger city, because it's a lot easier to find parking at a smaller area when you go to a truck stop. So avoid the big cities if you're just driving. Just drive past them and go to the smaller truck stops. It's a lot easier to find a place to park when it's not a big city.
Yes. For sure.
But we also enjoyed the nice little restaurant. It was called the Buzz Inn, right? Yeah, Buzz Inn. Pork street tacos and a stuffed baked potato, and it was actually really good food. So that was kind of nice.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Coco.
And then another thing that happened today, I got caught in a bind with traffic, and I was trying to get out, and there's these stupid little things they have underneath the trailer, so that if your trailer falls down in the back because you put too much weight in the back and it loses balance and goes down, it won't hit the ground. I'm not sure why they have these extra things sticking down, because the stabilizing jacks would hit the ground first anyway. But anyway, that caught, and it actually bent up, and it didn't tweak the frame, but it did bend the metal. So now my stabilizing jack sits crooked, and it just looks ugly. And I was thinking about 4 days ago about those things are really dumb, because they're going to catch on something, and it's not going to protect anything, because when they catch, they're going to destroy. And I was right. It was just destructive, and if it was gone, nothing bad would have happened. So I'm going to pull the other one off. I'd rather fix plumbing on a tank than have the whole frame get all bent up like it did on this other side. And just reiterating something I already stated in the previous video, that the WiFiRanger is a worthless piece of garbage. I'm sitting here at a Flying J, literally 30 feet from the building, very few vehicles in the parking lot, and it can't connect. So far, the WiFiRanger has literally helped me at one campground, and that's it. One that really needed. The other campground that it worked at, I didn't even need it because the signal was so good. So it literally has only helped in one situation. This thing is junk. I'm gonna just build my own. It does nothing. It absolutely does nothing. Don't waste your money. I didn't. It came with the camper, and once again showing that really this camper that Rockwood builds with all these features is just a bunch of junk that they probably get for a dime a dozen, because it's not worth anything.